Hey guys, it's me, Tom from the Eye Jupiter. This episode is a bit different than the rest of them. I want you to stick around and listen to it. It's quite interesting. I want you to have an open heart and an open mind. I'm not here to offend anybody, but I want you just to listen to it and see what you can glean from it. And if it's upsetting, it's not my intention. But at the same time, I just want you to open your heart and open your mind and just take in what this woman, this incredible woman, has to say. Enjoy.
There was never a Satanga Bigfoot in the supper. I said there was.
In the what? In this?
The supper where the Jesus and his
Oh,
followers,
in the Last Supper. Okay. Mm-hmm.
they were removed because they were there in a cave, and you see two there.
Welcome back to the I Jupiter podcast. Today I have a very special guest. I don't even want to say who she is. I'm going to let her introduce herself. If you keep coming back to the show, or if it's your first time here, please do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to go ahead and reach out to me, you can do so at the iJupiterPodcast@gmail.com. And you can also go over and check out all my MP3 stuff so you can listen to it while you're at work. So with all that out of the way, let's please welcome to the show this wonderful person. Hello.
Fancy. Okay.
Okay, so which name how should I refer to you, ma'am?
As Mama Bearclaw's fine.
Mama Bearclaw. Mama Bearclaw, welcome to the show. Um,
Hi, hi.
Hi. Please do me a favor. Tell me a little bit about yourself, where people can find you, and things of that nature.
My name is Elder Medicine Bearclaw. Those who know me very well, that I am a YouTuber that started in 2009, and I had to speak to the Blackfeet Res, where I'm originally from, and to explain and fight for the humans, other people as yourself. Because in our tribal nation, some of the elders still have old ways. And we like to say we want to make sure things are greeted properly and respectful. And I fought with them to share information of we are in Mother Earth in our forest. So, and also I do the protection medicine bags, which I
Okay.
also fought for.
Okay, you are then the now if I used any type of wrong terminology, you can correct me at any moment. Okay, so
Mhm.
you are the medicine woman, the shaman. Is which word will you prefer?
Medicine woman.
The medicine woman. Okay, because shaman
Yes.
is more of a Russian word.
Yes.
So yes, see, I know a little bit now. I'm quite a fan of people like Terrence McKenna and his brother, amongst many others, when it comes to certain things in this world. So you're a medicine woman for your tribe. So
Yes.
was that? So how did that start for you? Where was it decided through birth, or it's just you had a special thing that someone saw, or how does that work?
It started with a family, which is goes back to my grandmother, Nishna. We goes generation to generation. The women um, fought to give the medicine where it was not always the men, but the women always came forward, and we strongly divine to share, to teach, to help others of our tribal nation. So I continued to learn since I was 5 how to do medicine, how to read prints from all creatures,
Right.
and we continue.
Okay. So when it let's I don't know how to I don't want to jump the shark, as we say, or jump off the deep end, or how that wording might be. What do you mean by prince? First of all, where are you located, and where is your nation
Now I am in California.
in California?
Yes, I'm up by Wyoming.
Okay.
You, and that's where I'm originally from, the Blackfeet tribe, from the res there. I had traveled over the years to California and back home, I've also traveled in many different states as I got older to understand the human prints. But when we look deeper, for me to understand what it's about, it's the Satangas, the wild man, the Oki, the Bigfoots, seeing different sizes and the heavy of the print and stuff. So it's been very challenging since oh, I started really around 8 doing that, going out with my uncle and aunts, and then understanding that many times when we come into the forest, um, people don't really watch where they walk or check what's on the ground because there are different mini prints. And that kept on going and going as I was getting older and older. Then, when they told me, "Are you ready to do an investigation?" And I said, "Yes." So I started doing that besides jingle dancing and learning more medicine. But when my next level came, is I got really infatuated of understanding what a sangha is. Again, those are Bigfoots.
Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but all of a sudden my internet just went out.
Yeah, I just
I
kept talking just in case.
Yeah, you did a great job, and I appreciate that so very much. So I had my daughter go right out the door, and it just went out, and then it came back on. So I did hear the word Bigfoot. Is that what you guys refer to? Them? What is the name that you guys, or you guys,
Satangas, we say
Sapangas,
Satangas.
Satang, one more time, please. I'm sorry.
Satanga.
Satanga. Okay. So here in Mexico, they call him Pie Grandote. I live here in Mexico.
I've
Yeah,
heard.
so yeah, and my girlfriend is Mayan, so she's a Native American as well. They have their lore and they have their folk tales. They have medicine people too, and
Yes.
yes, and they still exist here in a quite a large number. The language is the next one I want to learn. It's the next one up. Uh,
Well, pay attention.
I speak German. I speak German. I lived in Germany, and I speak English, of course. And I also speak. I'm maybe halfway through Spanish, but it's quite difficult. And the next one
Okay.
is Mayan. So you
Nice.
guys call it Satanga? I think you said.
Satanga.
I was close. Satanga. Um, and what is what relationship? How did your relationship with them personally start? I don't know if you already said that.
Well, I actually got to meet one female, and her name is Orba.
Okay.
I've had her since I was 5.
Wow. So
And
how?
I have a, when you get to know and experience the Satangas or Bigfoot, wild man, Yaki, you all know that it takes a lot of patience and trust. And I learned to sign with her and I and shared many foods, medicine, and had a positive communication.
Okay.
She comes to me in my home. It frightens my husband. He says he can smell something like death. And I said, "She's here. Don't be alarmed." And he's like, "I don't know how you and the kids can," because he won't go with me. I have a clan in Yosemite's over here in Sonora. Then I have a clan over here in border of Nevada and California. And so I really communicate. I've had Orba since Blackfeet Reds.
Okay.
And she tells me what goes on in the East Coast, Midwest, with water, the traffic of the Satangas, because they move and they go to different tribes to um, immigrate with other clans.
Oh
Sometimes,
wow.
sometimes they'll take the female so they can make another clan. So this is what I've learned from them. But they speak, and if you take certain things from them, which is sacred, because these are Mother Earth's angels, and
Okay.
they protect the earth, which is Mother Earth.
Okay, so when you say you share medicine, what medicine have you shared to them and what medicine have they shared with you?
Different kinds of herbs. She has told me what trees can have medicine, water, what plants you can eat and you're not that you can't touch, what berries are more nutritious for us and them, and which ones are poisoning.
Really? Okay. And so from our tradition being from Europe, we that a lot of that is passed down through just knowledge of our elders, which we have lost a lot of, and it's quite alarming actually, especially in America in the way it is now. In Europe, if you go to certain places, you'll still find a lot of that. People will say, like in Germany, Breitblatt, which is wide leaf. Like if you have any
Yes.
type of Brennnessel, which are stinging nettles, I think in English, you can take that and rub it on you, and it takes it away. In here too as well. My lady friend, and her mom and her grandmother, they know an immense amount of medicine. She goes, yeah, you can use this to do this, and this is if you get like that. And there's a thing here called there's trees here in English. They're called black poisonwood, and
Mm-hmm.
and here in Mayan they're called what do they call it? A chaca and chin chin. Chin chin is
Chin
the
chin
bad
chin.
one. Chin chin
Yeah.
is the
Chichen
bad one.
Zarabi.
Yes, chin chin. You have is that word recognizable?
Yes. I speak 9 languages in different
You speak
tribal,
you speak
different
9 languages.
yes.
Where do
Over
you go
here,
to
you
learn
need
nine
to know
languages?
you need to know the difference of the languages and understand what is around you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, it's okay. Don't. I'm using a green screen too. It's okay. I have the the spiraling vortex, and you have a beautiful scenery behind you. So you learned them when you go to different places, or you learned them in school, or
No,
you just have
in
the
the
ability.
school. Some is from family members by listening, and then when you are going into other tribals, you need to understand because as you older you get, and when you're chosen, you become an elder, and then the council.
So amazing. I'm so glad that you amongst a few others are still holding that tradition, and I hope. How are your children and grandchildren taken to your traditions?
My childrens are very well adapted. My grandchildren, they understand, and they, if I do speak, they understand what I'm trying to say. Now I'm trying to teach my great granddaughter. So
Fantastic. Yeah, it's such a, it's kind of a, it's a travesty on many points, but for me, I just don't like the fact that it's being lost. I think there's when you're losing, not only when you're losing a language, you're losing a culture a whole bunch of information that could be helpful to everybody, because people are just
yes,
lack of a better ignorant, not knowing, ignorant not in the fact of a mean sense, but in the sense of unknowing. And when you're unknown, you do a lot of dumb things, and
correct.
the people of the past were just they're not this today too, but at least there's a little bit of discussion that is going around, and people are starting to open up to it. I think Mother Ayahuasca has a lot to do with that. I think a lot of the psychedelics and things of that nature are opening people's minds to the connection with, because I believe basically those medicines enable us to have a conversation with the plant world and the
Correct.
vegetation world, and also enable us to realize that we all are one little node of something much bigger, and that connection is being lost, but I think it's starting to pick up again. Oddly enough, I think since 2012 something happened.
I you say 2012, I say 2000.
Interesting. Why would you say 2000? I'll tell you 2012, you tell me 2000. I would love to hear that.
Many things have went sour, went the left turn instead of going directly as the journey says. When you're on a path, different people don't understand why this is meant to be. If
Okay.
this path is to go on and do this, then it's what is necessary. then someone says, no, this is the path we need to go. Again, that's a human being that's making the wrong path for us. And those who follow end up trembling through that, and it's not setting the proper path to go. I
Okay.
feel that a lot of the people, even relatives, don't follow traditions, but yet want to be free minded. And this is how many different minds expand out
Yeah.
and not coping. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I think I do. I think it's I think another way to put it is like you're kind of held within the five senses instead of realizing your bloodlines as well as your family members and many others, that to spiral out your consciousness you need to know where your roots are. Kind of
Correct.
the destiny is kind of a thing, but also you still have a bit of free will, I guess, for lack of a better word, but remembering that at the same time and being connected with everything and everyone.
Yes.
Yes, maybe. So I have a lot of questions. Like I love, not even so much because everyone wants to hear about the Sasquatch or I wrote it down. Hold on, Satanga,
There's
and
many words for it. Bigfoot,
yes,
hairy
yes,
man, the wild man in the woods, ape looping. There is a yeti,
Yowie, Yowie,
the yeti,
yes. Are they,
and
what can you tell me about their connection? Do they are there just
they're
different
very,
names for them
they're,
or
well, it's like I have been telling everybody. They are very um, sacred. They protect Mother Earth, and also they protect their young. And they're a clan. Yes, there are aggressive ones out there, but many still don't understand why they're here.
I
Their
would
mind
imagine.
still thinks, who was it? Someone was saying, oh, you're not understanding what they are. They've been here. You just haven't opened your eyes to see them.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to a gentleman who says, "Oh yes, they're down here as well in the Yucatan. It's just that the vegetation is so dense. It's a different world. It's a different world down
Yeah,
there."
they are all over the world. Europe, Russia, Germany, Paris,
I tried
Asia.
trying to get a German because you want to talk about people who are completely out of touch with the earth and the way things really are. I think people are we're getting to this point, especially in the technologies, like which has its benefits too. I get to speak with people like yourself and many others to expand this knowledge. But a lot of people use it for the general purpose of entertainment. But
Yes.
that's spiraling so far that people it's like an addiction of sorts. And now I think people are looking for something of a deeper meaning. And and when I say 2012, it's because of course there was the Mayan calendar, right?
Right.
Where they said it was the end of the cycle or the large cycle, better said.
The Lord Sacrifice.
And an idea that I've had, just an idea, is that there was the end of the world, but now we have split into two. Like there's people who I don't know, like I seem to be like closer or drawn, better said, to people who speak in a certain way, and I'm like a,
Drawn.
drawn. Like there's a connection I have with certain people, and you know it immediately. But in the past,
Yes.
I don't know if it's because of my age, but I just remember it's distinctly, and around that time period, things changed. The world got crazier because the separation of the two worlds, like the division, happened. Then that's just something. What that means or how? Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Well, again, many of us were put on different paths, and it could be like one belief, but the other, your partner don't.
Yes.
So you have to learn to
That's interesting.
balance.
That's interesting. That is because my ex-wife is half German, half Mexican, and but more German than Mexican. So they have a certain atheistic mind point or view that I used to also be myself until I realized there's a true. I'm not religious. Okay, first of all, not religious.
You
I'm
don't
just
you don't
yeah.
have to go to church.
No.
As we tell our relatives and people, our body is
The
the
temple.
creator's temple.
Yes.
No matter where you are,
You're
you
in
can
church.
pray as you freely because it's man-made
Yes.
word. And I just spoke
Yes.
about this today because they said, "Oh, there was never a Satanga Bigfoot in the supper." I said, "There was
In the what? In this?
the supper where the Jesus and his
Oh, oh,
followers,
oh, 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 in the Last Supper. Okay. Mm-hmm.
they were removed because they were there in the cave, and you see two there. And then over here, they had the certain kind of fish or the frog. Then, I mean, they had different animals.
Okay.
The same thing when the supper, when there was two women and then the men. The women weren't serving; they were sitting with the men.
Right.
And I try to explain this. Man of religion churches removed all that
Yeah. Yeah.
and
It's
made
kind
it
of
more plain, where it was the women looked like men because they believe in the long hair, but there was two women. And if you really really know your religion and your Bibles, and again, man-made words in the Bible,
oh,
because they
you're
carried
preaching
it
to the
on.
choir. Preaching to the choir.
So, and I tell everybody, you really don't have to go to church, but if you do, I'm sure the man upstairs is very pleased.
Yes.
You still be spiritual in your heart and teach your own. This is what you do for praying.
Yes. Yes. I think a lot of people they look externally for something that's innately internal. It's within you to find a connection to anything, to everything.
It's
It's
how
already
you
there.
accept it and how you present it.
Yes. Yes. Being so when you're in a place like Mexico, being the way I look, let's be honest, people have a perception about you, and
Oh,
many
they will
times
say, tú eres un gringo.
you see, claro, of course, and it doesn't. What it means something else. Green and go, and it just said green
Mhm.
go because they were wearing a green attire. But yeah, I don't. It doesn't bother me. For me, it's just words, and
Correct.
but it's just a way to describe a feeling or something, and a lot of times it's perpetuated by other things that may not be true or not. But that's not who I am.
Correct.
So when I
I
go in,
tell
yes, please.
I tell people, like, well, it's how your energy is and how you say it,
Yeah.
because your body speaks it.
Yes.
So if you don't, it's the same thing when you're just talking about Mother Earth and the guardian angels, which are the Bigfoots, the Tongas. Um, they represent for her, protect her from all things. That yes, they hunt, but they also share their food with other animals. They only take what is needed.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Like the ability that we have that we either block or has been somehow ignored. I
Ignore.
get ignored, and it's based on the here and now and immediate satisfaction instead of true satisfaction. Because you can have all the money in the world and you won't be happy.
Exactly. I tell my
Happiness,
children,
yeah,
money is material things,
it is.
and
It,
if that's what you want, then you're not gonna see. Yeah, you can exceed and make people happy or your family, but are you gonna be happy?
there's a certain okay, so giving up everything in Europe. So I left there because of a certain thing they tried to do to me. And I took that mentality and I took a bit of an American concept and idea of liberty and freedom of speech that I do like. And I left there and I gave up everything. I ended up losing my wife in the process. We kind of, even though we were together and we held through to get here, it fell apart. But I gave up everything. I'm talking vacation, medical, everything, house, car, everything. And so when I got here, I bought some land. So that way, so I bought 10 acres in the jungle here, literally in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
I've had some interesting encounters myself here in the jungles of Mexico, things that I can't quite explain. Some lights, some voices, some things that are weird to me that I've never experienced before. But to
Do you,
be extremely poor is hard when you live in a world where you have to have some type of money to sustain yourself until you have the ability to reconnect, because we live in a system where you have to buy some type of land to plant instead of it always being free, which it always has been. You know?
correct. Very
Okay.
true. Very
We're
true.
speaking the same language, oddly enough.
Yes. There are things that people ask me, well, you're from the res. Do you see Chavacala? No, wrong area. That is either in Jaja, Mexico, or down more in the valley.
Are you talking about the chupacabra?
Yeah,
Oh, no, no. No, we have a thing here, and we have the thing called a lucius.
yes, I know what those are.
You know what those are. You're the
Hmm.
first person that I've known that is not from Mexico that knows what those are.
Hmm.
Could you tell people what they are, so people who have never seen it before? That what is you? What? I'm not testing you, but I just want to know what you've heard and what your knowledge is, and I love to hear about it.
I hear that it likes to take away the pain from people. They know how to present themselves.
I'm hearing the opposite. I'm hearing quite
Really,
the opposite. Yeah, I'm hearing that they
some
give
do
people pain.
say, well, that's what from what I've
No, no, it's
known.
fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. So I've spoken with Mayan people here. I've spoken with people who's, they're really close. Some of them still speak a little Mayan. These things are they were protectors of the
They,
corn, protectors of the
yes,
corn,
that.
and they were
Mhm.
kind of conjured, like made with some type of ceremony, and they protect the
The
corn. They like to throw rocks. They're very
rock.
mischievous.
They threw
Yeah.
more than rocks.
What else do they throw?
Well, if you have like the squash,
Yes.
the big ones,
Yes, carabasa.
they like to throw them.
Interesting. Interesting. I've also heard like there's a thing here too. It's called malavientos, which is bad winds.
The
So
bad
when you go
ones.
into the caves, because there's a lot of caves here in the Yucatan, they seem to preside in those and also on hillsides. Yeah, and they're cherub. They got like they're kind of like little Buddhists, to give people reference.
They're
And
very full.
people go down in these caves and they'll come out with fevers, and some of them
Some
do
of them have
perish.
even been blindsided.
Yes, yes, there you go. Yeah, or like their neck will be like they'll have a pain in their neck, or they can't
It,
speak. They just develop stutters.
mhm.
It's I don't know what it is. I've heard voices out there in the woods in night.
Don't
Uh,
allow it to, because the it will come. Never allow it to come.
I didn't. I
No, I'm
didn't.
saying never. Oh, good, because that's how they are.
Oh, say it again. I'm sorry. You just gave me a
This
great bit
is
of information.
this is how they come in. This is how they call you.
Okay, and I also seen two times different voices. One time was right in my ear, sleeping in a hammock in the jungle, underneath mosquito nets because mosquitoes will eat you alive here.
Yes.
And so one time in my left ear, and I literally just out of reaction just kind of threw a punch because I thought someone was there. I felt my hairs on my ears move. I'm at that age where I grow hair out of my ears, and so I felt them move.
Yeah.
And I heard a voice. The second I seen these lights, not like an orb, but like a light, bluish white, about the size of a softball. On this one time on the ceiling above my daughter, and one time on the wall next to me. There was a snake in there, and I didn't know much about the snakes here. Now I knew it's not a dangerous snake, but I didn't like that a snake was sleeping next to me about 15 feet away from me at 3 in the morning. So I had to take care of it with the machete because my daughter's there. It's just instinct. And right after that, I'm trying to go back to bed, and there's this bluish white light on the wall. And the second time, same as the first, I tried to see if it was a flashlight, if someone was messing with me. It looked like someone shined a light through an aquarium, but it was pretty
Mm.
defined enough. Yeah, please.
The
Yes.
spirits are very, very, very high. If there is good energy around your home or around where you are, then they want themselves to be known.
Okay. So if they're so, your reaction was to the blue light and the whitish
Mhm.
blue light. So why did you react the way you did? What do you mean?
Because I feel that when you were saying that, I could see it, and it's saying that to be like, be aware.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so you all right? You are who you say you are. All right, me and you are going to have a really good connection, and you're going to be on. I hope at least more than once on my show to spread your information. You are right. I was visualizing it to explain it correctly, not just verbally, but you could. Okay, that was okay. All right, I felt something there.
Many have tried to challenge me, but they
No, no,
tried
no.
to
I'm
do
not.
it. I know.
Not
Well, that's,
challenging.
I've had many people, believe me, that's what I'm saying. And this
So,
is where I am very strong. I am the youngest.
mm-hmm,
Well, there's another male now that he is the youngest,
mm-hmm.
because usually the elders are between 70 and 102. Our oldest is 104, I think. Yes, 104. But I fought for the people, the outside of tribal nation, to protect them. And if the only way you can be to get in medicine bag is you have to ask the elders, your community, which is the councils, not just one tribal, but all that have come together. And we
Okay.
do that. So I would tell them, here's a bag for you. The channels that I've helped so many channels, given my sight when I'm there, what is it, what it looked like, what
Okay.
to look forward to. And the bags, they all have mine. I carry mine. I have my mother's inside. She's
Okay.
always with me, give me more guidance. Same thing with my marine feather. She's also given me much sighting
So they
and
wanted me to be aware that I was. They wanted to let them. They wanted to let me know because no one else seen it, just me. They wanted to let me know that they were there, and
yes,
so I heard a voice again. Then after the second time I seen them, because when I looked to see where the source was, there was it disappeared. It just wasn't there no more. And then behind me, about 30 yards outside of the screened in area, I heard voices. It was a female voice. I know it wasn't German, it wasn't Spanish, it wasn't English. These are the syntaxes that I recognize the patterns in. And I don't know if it was Mayan, but it sounded like, but it wasn't mean or malicious, but it wasn't inviting. It was just like talking to me. And I
correct.
and I said, I don't know who you are. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not here to harm the land. If anything, I'm here to improve the land, and my family is going to be living here, and we are just going to be planting and taking care of the land. You can stay if you want, but I do not want to be bothered. And then I went up on the hill where I may or may not have Mayan ruins, may or may not have, because I can't confirm or deny, and said the same thing again the following day. And ever since then, no problems. Or I would say no interactions, I guess you would say.
No interactions. Yes, they are around.
Okay. And what do you feel their intentions are?
They're just watching you and making sure you're not disturbing Mother Earth. But let them know that they're welcome, but if their intentions is bad, they need to leave.
That's what I told them. That's exactly what I told them. And we don't do that. So all of our toilets are organic toilets with leaves. So
Mm-hmm.
with leaves and sawdust, whatever I have, and it gets piled up, and then after a year we can use it for planting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cut anything down excessively that I
To
need. I
use
really
too
don't.
much. Do you, how do you say? Do you turn it? Do you burn it?
No, I do not burn it.
Okay.
No, I do not burn it. I told my ex-wife that she okay, because here in Mexico it gets very dry during the dry season, and
Yes.
there's the occasional wildfire that will burn through, and if you don't clear the brush back away from the house, it will get you. So I
Yeah.
do clear it away. I have burned it because when I first moved in there, it's so much. Miss Bearclaw, Mrs. Bearclaw, Medicine Bearclaw. I'm sorry, I don't remember
It's
everything.
okay.
Okay, my intentions are good, I promise. There's so much when you go in, like you'll cut the grass like a regular lawnmower. You have to cut it every 2 days. It grows so fast here. So the
Yeah.
plants were every bit of 8 feet in the air, and I just made a path to get my vehicle in so I can build a small cabin, which I made out of wood. I made a concrete base so that the water doesn't seep in because of the rainy season, and I use actual logs from the property, peeled the bark off them, put some tar on
Mhm.
them, and put them in the ground, and made an actual log cabin, and just used
Wonderful.
local
Have you
things.
have you tried putting down tobacco for a blessing
No,
and
because I
to
don't know.
want
I don't know. I don't. I understand what you're saying. It's I don't know how to do things that I don't. I don't dabble in things that I don't know, and I find it to be disingenuous or disrespectful if I were to try it, not
Mhm.
knowing what I should know. And I've always also had a sense that there's been a part of me that's it's going to sound weird, but there's always been a sense of me that I should know, if you know what that means.
I do.
Yeah, good.
I
All
dealt
right.
with many people that didn't understand, and here I showed them in person how, and they said, "Wow," because there was a lot of people that I spoke that live off the grid,
Yes,
and
that's
I've
what
helped them, and I
I
told them this is how you need to deal with the spirit. So I had to cleanse the room and tell them, "Come with me. If these are all bad energies, you do not belong here."
this place has a lot of ancient energies.
Ancestors.
It has a
Yes,
lot of
I still pick them up.
there is a feeling that they could be malicious if they
Mhm.
wanted to be. But I think
Correct.
what a lot of people don't realize is that your intention is everything. Your intention, what it is that you do. Like a lot of people when they pray, it's kind of like, to the God, this like out. For me, I try to let it internalize and shine out. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Oh
Like I can
no,
feel it.
yes.
I can feel it actually. It always sounds disingenuous and fake when I say it, but I do tell like my girlfriend and my ex-wife, and they were just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. But it's the truth. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel it.
Yeah. It's the same thing with one of my children, my son. He says for a long time they didn't his fellow fire workers, the brothers, forestry. So he's constantly busy.
Yeah,
He said there was one of his fire brothers didn't understand why he had long hair in a braid, wore a medicine bag, and putting down tobacco to Mother Earth. And he told him, "Why did you do that?" He goes, "To protect us all, because what we're doing is to help her before this fire can continue on further down many acres. And digging to put down the tobacco shows respect to in our culture, and those who believe in our culture. I would teach them, even my son, when he says this is what we do, because as Mother Earth is the one that's telling us how far the fire is going to be,
right.
and that way we can dredge so it doesn't cross over and harm someone's home, or you know hurt us. So he was like, well, why does it have to be tobacco? Can't you just say a prayer? He goes, I did.
Okay.
And as a return, I'm just giving that because I want um, good good health, good um, healthy for the trees, for
Okay.
the bushes to be reborn.
Okay.
It's like when it's everything turns yellow to brown.
Yes.
You pray for the rain to come, and sometimes we get way too much rain and it floods, but it goes deep down into Mother Earth, and that's what she brings this new sprout.
Right. Right. So you were saying that tobacco is then your culture. So what do you know about sage? A lot of people use
Sage,
sage.
I use sage too.
Okay.
When I'm on my channel, anybody needs a prayer, I'm smudging them and saying a prayer to them. Again,
Okay.
to the Creator, which
Okay.
is, we all know, Jesus Christ. But here is me as an elder in Medicine Bearclaw, and respectfully honor my prayers. I'll pray for you, and I hope your journey goes well. Or
So
I'm asking the Creator to bring healing for those who are sick, bring
you're
healing to Mother Earth so we don't have much rumble or much rain coming down.
okay. So Mama Bear Claw. So you're a Christian.
I am, I believe I have been to many, many churches with families that
Mm-hmm.
had come out of the res and lived on this separate life. So when you go, one family goes to this church, one goes to a Catholic, one goes to First Baptist, one goes
Mm-hmm.
to uh, a Christianity church.
Okay.
So I go back, way back, past where it's the Roman days, and I believe that, like I said,
Romans.
we are. My body is His temple,
Okay. So
and
you go through a whole. I got what you're saying. You go through it. It's just it is, but not in the traditional sense.
right?
It's a line through time back to the beginning, and
Yes, because
he's
again,
part of that.
man. Yes, and because man is keeps
Oh,
making Bible to Bible to Bible, and
right.
you're not teaching what is also in the forest, the woods.
I don't think I've smiled this hard in such a long time. You're,
But the Creator is as did,
yeah,
and
yeah.
people say, "How do you know?" I tried and I explained and over and over and over and over. Some have harder ways of understanding, so I'm trying to think what is the best way to say it so they
Yes,
understand it.
yes. You have to speak different languages to different people on and with good
Their
intentions
level.
on their sense of perception. Yes, on their sense of perception or their level.
Correct.
So where does Sasquatch, or I'm gonna remember one of these days because I had another gentleman on Statanga. Oh my God, Satanga. Where is their connection with Jesus?
Spiritually.
Okay, what does it mean to them?
To them, he honors them both.
To them,
But
he
again,
honors them both.
there's, remember, there are some aggressive, they don't want to believe because they, husband and wife, we part, not proper communication.
Uh huh.
So one would leave and one stayed with the Creator. End up making the tree more out. So your tree branches are out. Children, yourself, and other partners.
Okay.
So they have, and this is why I say they do travel. They can swim. They can't go through portals.
They can go through
Oh,
portals.
yes, they can. And it's also like I told them, the camera, the TV,
This is a
cell
portal.
phones is a
These are portals.
portal.
Yeah. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. I'm digging it.
High,
I am
high,
literally.
if they have high energy,
Hmm.
yes, they you can speak, you can hear them what they're speaking.
In
If
your
you're
head.
open, if your mind is open.
Okay. Do you so what differentiates us from them? Is it something that we forgot?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Can you give me an example of what we've forgotten? Something that won't be too deep,
I
or
cannot.
that you can't you cannot. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
cannot.
We've already reached it. That only took 44 minutes. But so okay, let me ask you this question. Then I'll try to find a way to ask it. Do we have the ability to find it again?
Yes,
Good. Good. And I imagine it starts with love and understanding for others as well as yourself.
yes.
Good. Good. So maybe
Patience,
I'm a little closer.
patience,
Patience.
patience, trust, and peace.
Yeah. I think that's what people need the most is peace within themselves. Because if you can get
You
there,
need peace with your inner self before to
the true
explore.
I, the true I, yes, to ask
That's it.
yourself the real questions, the ones that are painful to actually ask. And when you
Yes,
do that, to use some Eastern mysticism, because they have their own kind of way to it as well, don't they?
yes, they do.
Yes, they do. And they just use maybe a different syntax or a different way of explaining it, but it kind of leads to the source, correct?
Correct.
Good, man. Am I asking good questions?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I just have to watch what I'm saying.
Oh, so
I
I'm
believe me.
tiptoeing. I'm
Believe me.
tiptoeing.
I like to say, but again,
No, it's
native blood
okay. It's okay. I
besides.
respect, like I told you, everything I do is with love and respect. I try, like the people who come on who've had bad encounters,
Yes,
I try to make them reconnect with humanity because they are so outside of themselves with their fear that they won't go back to do what they love. Which a lot of people in America enjoy the outdoors, fishing, being with their family, picking things. They can't do it anymore. So that's what I try to do is just say, you come on if you want to, you can tell me about it, and I like to make them laugh because I think laughter is one. People say it's
it's
the
very
greatest
healthy.
medicine. It's very
Yes,
powerful. It's a very
yes.
powerful medium to make people reconnect to everybody and
Right.
themselves as
It's
well.
it's
Because
important. It's very important to smile
oh
or
yeah,
to laugh.
yeah,
Because sometimes people laugh when they're nervous
or they're in pain.
or when they're in pain.
Well, a lot of I'm a stand-up comic. I've done it many times, and you learn a lot about human psychology doing that kind of thing. And
Yep.
a friend of mine from India, he was like, "Yeah, you hit the time. What you don't realize is that all like stand-up comedy kind of comes from pain.
Very
People."
true. Very true.
He says that you can't, you know, like when we were sick or when something really bad happens amongst we have a small group from people all over the world actually, and we have this joke group that we write in, and we write ideas and talk to each other through hard times, and once we kind of like get that out of the way, we're here for you, buddy, kind of thing, then we're like, look at your dumb head. And it's
They,
funny.
they, they don't know, how do I want to say this? They don't know how to accept the laughter.
Who?
People.
True. True. Because
It's
do you
either
think
they hit it too deep down,
mm-hmm,
and now some of it could be because of anger, some can be because of a mishap,
social
some can,
pressure? Social pressure?
yes. And a lot of that, a lot of people do have social depression.
Dude, excuse me, that's one of my idioms that I say. That's one of my
It's
words that
okay.
pop out. I'm a child of the '90s, so dude comes out a lot. um,
I
yeah,
understand. I have children
yeah.
that are
You
from the
understand what I'm?
80s.
Yeah, are you picking up what I'm putting down? That's fantastic. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like they there's a lot of groupthink. Like there's some type of
I will
back
say your
backwater hive
music,
mind.
yes, your music, your intro is very nice, but
Thank you.
you still need to bring a little more louder.
What do you mean?
People don't realize different music from hard rock metal. They think it's just
Noise.
crazy noise. No,
Hmm. It's not.
it's not.
It's beautiful. It can
The
be.
beat,
It can be.
it, yes, to certain people.
Hmm.
Remember, all digital natives enjoy drum,
Hmm.
flute,
Melody.
rattle.
Melody. Yes, I like to listen to the Icaros. I'm a big fan of
Ah,
the Icaros from like Peru. When people take Mother Ayahuasca and it gives them, it kind of, how would you say, they follow the song, and the song enables them to not feel so alien to themselves, and it actually helps them get through it.
and it has the family
Oh,
tree.
that's so beautiful.
So,
That is so beautiful. I love that. That is actually reminds me of a picture of an album cover from, let me see, it's called the band is called Gojira, Jira, Le Enfant Enfant
there's
Sauvage, S A V
there
A
is a
G E.
lot of digital natives, men and women that are coming. Even like uh, Tanya Wood, she's a comedian, and she's also a proud native mother.
Uh-huh.
And her husband Joe Wood, he for Nation Creed Nation, they do the drums.
Do you see this? What I was telling you about?
Yes, yes, the
And
mind.
the mind
This
and
this is the tree of the impossible.
okay, because it's called L'Enfant Sauvage means the savage child, the savage child, and their music is all about connecting with Mother Nature,
Mm-hmm. I've
love
heard of that
life,
too.
being. Yes, Gojira, and they're from France, and they very heavy, uh, very beautiful. People don't realize that there's a lot of beauty in heaviness.
Yes,
There's a band
it's
that
just, it's just
I would love to turn you on to, that maybe you would like be interested in, and the band is called Yob, Yob, and there's a
yeah.
song, yeah, Yob, and the song is called Marrow, Marrow, and
Okay.
and it's about a 20-minute song, and it's just kind of like says that we're all one, and the marrow of everything, the what we are is within the marrow of our bones, and we are that, and that
Yes.
is us. And it's, I love this kind of music. It's very beautiful, it's very melodic, it's very heavy,
My
rhythmic. It's not so it's not that, it's very expansive,
right.
and
My
no one
grandson.
gets it. Just me.
My grandson has said Ninosh or Nana. He tell me, he goes, I like playing my guitar and I taught myself. I said, that's good. I told you, teach yourself.
Teach
Same thing with
yourself.
my son. And my son's a left-handed, so he turned his guitar upside down to learn to play.
Yeah, like Jimi Hendrix did the same thing.
I I told
I
him
taught
to.
myself guitar as well.
I told
I'm also a painter. I also
oh,
paint. Yes, ma'am. Let's see if I can find it. I'll show you some of my paintings. Let me
and
see.
my
How do I get to that?
grandson, he when he and his band go to different ones, they're like, and people are like, and they're in like a mosh pit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big fan. Used to be when I was younger. It hurts now.
Now, especially with my children, and I told him, I said, music, that is your way, that is your path right now.
Yes.
Enjoy it as you can, but don't allow other ones come in your ear and say it has this negative. That's the devil. No, it's not.
Let's see. Which one is it? I just had one. Okay, it's not this one. That's my private one. Here we go. I'll show you a few. I did this one day while under the influence of a certain plant medicine
Okay.
in the Netherlands. I found it later in my life because I was unable to when I was younger. Too much anxiety was inside of me,
Mhm.
and I was with my ex-wife, And I said, I want to become a painter. And she said, go for it.
Those are
And
beautiful.
they got better with time. I haven't been able to get back to it because of the money thing, but I will again. Let me show you one of my favorites. Um, Here, this one
Oh,
here. This one here is my favorite.
that is beautiful. And
Yes.
you know, the wild man, the Sapanga, the
Yeah.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, love sceneries like that.
Really? Why?
Why is because they feel warm,
Yes.
and it means reunite with family.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't come from, and it doesn't
Just as
come.
well as like my background, the same thing.
Yes. Yes, I love it. And it doesn't come
They do
from
the
like
same thing.
something. It's from something I've seen, but it's not like I'm looking at a. It comes from my mind. I just paint it.
You saw a vision, and somewhere in your time you were there, and something told you to do it, to plant it. So you had certain images that briefly you saw, and then you still had yours there. So that's when you started painting it.
Yeah. Oh, you do have to know the technique. You do have to know how to mix. You kind of have to know that it's not. You're not painting a tree. You're painting like an optical illusion. Uh, from top
Some
to
say you can
yeah.
get lost.
Yes. Absolutely. It is one of the most freeing things ever. And also being on
You know
stage and having
what is also
a joke work for you is also being lost, or being in a band and you guys are just playing it and you it could be super complicated, but you don't even know, you're just there and everyone feels it and it's
like
palpable. It's a weird
energy.
thing. Yes. And it's
Energy.
interconnected. It's very
Yes.
strange.
One energy can bring up another to recharge.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. There's something about me that just wants to express something. I don't know. I'm having a good time in life.
We are meant to express.
Really? Okay.
Yes. But
Let me
some
ask you,
hide it. Some hide it deep, and they just don't
what would
because they
be,
had too much hardship and too much controlling and don't know how to express it.
they're too afraid of what others think, but not in an egoistic way. It's not an
But
ego
you know
way.
what? It's like I say, learn yourself to speak.
Oof. Yeah. Or life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you.
Exactly.
These are things I really love. Things that as soon as you say I know, you have given up to think. These are certain things that certain people have said that have meant something to me immensely in my life. Where I go, oh, that's what it is. Oh, I forgot. Some certain plant medications will tell me, dude, you're doing fine. And there's sometimes it'll say to me, you need to straighten up. You need to get your shit together.
It can. It can
It
tell you.
can. It can beat you up. It can,
Yeah,
and it can hurt. And then you wake up and you go, "What was that all about?" And then there's times where it's like, "Dude, you're fine. What are you so stressing about? You're good to go."
exactly.
Can I ask you a question? What is
Yes.
what is what is the message that is often said to you by the forest people?
Why are they? Why don't
Why
the humans understand?
don't the humans understand? Good question. Yeah, and the thing is, then I guess a question from somebody could, this is the first one that popped in my head with it, so I know it's a lower question, would be, then what am I supposed to understand? And that's what you need to understand, is that to understand something, yeah, it's hard to describe, but I know what it means. If you know what I
Yes.
mean, you know what it means. So
Exactly.
to say it is almost impossible. You can kind of hint at it.
The way you say it is not comprehending, but when you want to think and allow it to come,
Hmm.
then no one understands the way you said it.
Yeah, yeah, it's trippy. So it is trippy. So why did you create the channel?
Because I have fought for years and I've had sons that I sponsored and they said, Mama, give your knowledge, share this wisdom.
It's the same thing Eliza told me. She told me the same
Yes,
thing. She said, "You are the last of your kind, and you need to share this to the next generation." And
I
she has
am the
to.
last of my kind.
You are the last of your kind too. Wow.
My mother has passed, and the Creator and Mother Earth had just took in my baby sister,
Oh,
and I
my
lost a
condolences.
year, and I couldn't remember my children, my husband. I am married to my junior high school husband,
Oh, that's
so
so sweet.
he has stuck by me day by day. He doesn't
That-
ask, question me
I always wished
after
for that.
4 years.
I always wished for that. I did wish for that a long time ago, and I tried. And I trust me, when
This
from the
one is
deepest
patience. You just need to listen.
to myself. Yeah, to know that the knowledge is within, and I just need to follow that.
Correct.
Damn it, dude. What are you doing to me?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I don't mean to
I mean
read
that
you.
I
It's
mean
so
that
bad.
ironically. I mean that
Your
ironically.
your aura is very very blue,
Okay, what does that mean?
very powerful, very strong.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Sometimes you need to hear certain things, and there's a certain person that directed me towards you, and I promise. She said, "Don't tell." And she said, "You need to talk to her. You're the perfect person to talk to her." And I go, "Really? I'm the perfect person? Okay." And this is
I think I
if
know who you're talking about.
okay, we'll not mention it on the recording because she asked me not to, and I will
No, no.
abide by her wishes.
I do
She,
abide all mine,
yes,
but
of course.
she is blessing.
She is a blessing. She's a wonderful person, and
Yes.
I try to help her too. You know, she
Thank you.
has things that everyone has. That's what I try to do too, because when you've walked through hell, which I have in here, which I have, really have. Some people call it depression and anxiety, and it's exactly what I had. I've been to war. I've been to war. I've seen things. I've
That was
experienced
part of
things.
your journey. That was part of your path. You had to go to succeed for you to come out. Sorry, I'm,
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. You're not speaking something to me that I don't understand, because
but you still do have
I
to
still
have a little more patience, and don't let yourself be certain things. You're like you
yes.
don't. Sorry.
No, it's funny. You're the reason it's funny. It's very simple. It's funny because I'm looking back at myself. Just things you're saying to me, my consciousness has said to me, or I have said to myself. Um, and it's not that I don't want to listen. It's just sometimes I'm lazy. That's to be lack of a
Not
better term.
lazy, just not understanding the purpose.
Okay, all right. We can't say the purpose because we can't even expound it verbally. But there's a purpose to reach the higher self, to become
Correct.
the higher, to become that which you are.
Could be.
It could be interesting. I like that. Do you think there'd be a possibility that you come back on again?
Sure.
Okay. Well, it was quite a difficult journey to get you here. You were saying things, and I was like, "What is she saying?" And I was like, and then I go, "Here's the thing. Here's the link. We'll figure out a time. I'm on here. Where are you?" And I'm like, I'm in the
I'm
class.
California.
No,
I
I'm
was like,
teaching people
"Really?
English.
Oh, yeah, okay."
I'm
I
teaching
was
people
like,
English. Yeah, and
but
I
when
was
I
like,
got out of there, I was like, "Is he a teacher?"
yes, I am a teacher.
I was like, I was trying to see before, which I didn't ask permission. Please forgive me.
No, it's
But
not. It's not a problem.
I did feel like teacher. Um,
It's
but
me.
I didn't see math or
No,
numbers. So I was like,
it's language.
so I'm like, oh, translation.
Yes, I do. So you're a multi-glat too, speaking 9 native languages, and you understood what Chen Chen means, which is pretty wild to me. There's other words that I'm learning on. Pech.
Right.
Uh, Pech is, oh my god. Peck is dog, and Pech is I can pitch. Oh, tick. Tick.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
pitch. Yeah, that's Mayan words. I'm learning. They mix a lot of the Mayan with the Spanish here. Volpuch. There's so many little words that I'm learning, and I'm on an interesting journey. I really want to go out to the Mayan communities and speak with them and get their stories. I really do. I really, really, really do.
I will say, when you do, be patient,
Okay.
and knowing that you're in this culture, um, it's peace, and they are very deep in their culture. The ones that are still there.
Yeah. Yeah. They still wear their native attire.
Hmm.
The white with the flowers on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Quite, very, very beautiful people. Very
Me, I still, I am, my claws, my fans from the
uh-huh.
bears in here, and I always wear my turquoise to ground me still, because being a medicine woman, you
Turquoise.
still need to have to be grounded. Um, the men needs, they do that too. You see them with turquoise always.
Interesting. Yeah, they wear a certain hat. They
Hmm.
wear certain outfits,
Certain
and
tribals, they do,
yes,
or some that will wear the, as military or government say, fatigues. Where,
yes.
you-
I've even been to
so
the a pyramid here too. That's not on the map. Well, it is, but it's not like a tourist one, and that was an interesting
it's there.
experience. It's
It's
there.
there,
There's a lot
but
here. There's a lot
yes,
here. There's a
but
lot
they
here.
don't recognize it.
Who's they?
I will say the world, the government, they
They.
don't.
I don't think they recognize it for what it really is, other than some type of monetary thing. But it's something
They've
much
been
more than that.
told that it's the star people.
Ooh, you can say probably a little bit about the Incas and stuff too, can't you? About the Incas, right? Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm definitely gonna have you back on if you're willing to do so.
Fine.
It is so very nice to have met you, and you've said things that
Pleasure.
make more sense to me. Well, things I already know that just needed to be said to me sometimes. Sometimes hearing something that you already know allows you to take that step forward.
Correct.
And I
And
want to, I want to,
and also it teaches you your mind. I know. I've done
yeah,
it. Did it. You prepared yourself.
uh huh. Yes, yes, very much. I want to thank you so very much for joining me
Yes,
today,
of
and
course. Hi,
much
hi.
love to you and your family, and to
Same to
everyone.
you.
Yes, and I'll see you again next time. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a very special episode. We are the Eye. We are aware, and I love you all. Have a wonderful day. You have been watching the Eye of Jupiter podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of your favorite interviews. And remember, we are the Eye. We are aware.